So summer is almost upon us, so I thought today I could go over all the big movies hitting theaters in the next couple months. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The Boogeyman hits theaters on June 2nd. Directed by Rob Savage, the experimental filmmaker behind 2020's The Host, this film looks to be a new adaptation of Stephen King's Boogeyman novel. Also releasing on June 2nd is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Serving as a sequel to 2018's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, this film follows Miles Morales as he's catapulted into the multiverse, encountering a team of Spidey people charged with protecting the universe. Directed by Stephen Cable Jr., Transformers Rise of the Beast hits theaters on June 9th. With a budget of $200 million, this seventh installment in the sci-fi series looks to usher in a new direction for the franchise. Directed by Andy Muschietti, The Flash hits theaters on June 16th. With a stacked cast and a budget of over $200 million, The Flash looks to be one of the biggest movies of the summer, and this is one I am so excited for. Also coming out on June 16th is Tim Story's The Blackening. This horror comedy follows 7 friends trapped in a cabin with a killer who has a vendetta. Written and directed by Wes Anderson, Asteroid City hits theaters on June 23rd. With a cast including the likes of Jason Schwartzman, Tom Hanks, Steve Carell, Margot Robbie, and more, this looks to be one of Anderson's most stacked films yet. No Hard Feelings releases on June 23rd. Directed by Gene Stupnitsky, this comedy stars Jennifer Lawrence as a desperate woman who agrees to date a wealthy couple's introverted and awkward 19-year-old son before he leaves for college. Directed by James Mangold, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny smashes into cinemas on June 30th. With a budget of $300 million, the long-awaited 5th installment in the Indy series looks to tell one more adventure with Harrison Ford as the classic character. Insidious: The Red Door releases in theaters on July 7th. Directed by Patrick Wilson, this 5th film in the Insidious series follows the Lambert family 10 years after the second movie as they have yet another paranormal encounter. Directed by Christopher McQuarrie, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 hits theaters on July 12th. With a budget of $290 million, this 7th movie in the franchise serves as part 1 of a 2-part finale. Barbie hits theaters on July 21st. Directed by Greta Gerwig, this $100 million movie follows Barbie and Ken as they travel to the real world. Written and directed by Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer also hits theaters on July 21st. With a budget of $100 million, this movie tells the story of American scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer and his role in the development of the atomic bomb. Directed by Danny and Michael Philippou, the masterminds behind the YouTube channel Raka Raka, Talk to Me releases on July 28th. This Australian horror film follows a group of friends who discover how to conjure spirits using an embalmed hand. They soon become hooked on the new thrill until one of them goes too far and unleashes terrifying supernatural forces. Also coming out on July 28th is Haunted Mansion. Directed by Justin Simon, this movie serves as a reboot of the 2003 film with the same name. The Meg 2: The Trench swims into theaters on August 4th. Directed by Ben Wheatley, The Meg 2 serves as a sequel to 2018's The Meg, and with Jason Statham coming back as the lead, this looks to be a really fun time in cinemas. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutant Mayhem also releases in cinemas on August 4th. Directed by Jeff Rowe and Kyler Spears, this animated Ninja Turtles film follows the 4 brothers as they work to earn the love of New York City while facing down an army of mutants. Directed by Andre Orvidel, Last Voyage of the Demeter sinks into theaters on August 11th. The horror film is based off a single chapter of Bram Stoker's Dracula novel, that being The Captain's Log, one of the most infamous Dracula stories. This is the second film this year Universal Pictures is doing around Dracula, the previous one being Renfield, so here's hoping this can do better than the predecessor. Also hitting theaters on August 11th is Gran Turismo. Directed by Neil Blomkamp, this film follows the true story of a teenage Gran Turismo player whose gaming skills won him a series of Nissan competitions to become an actual professional race car driver. Directed by Josh Greenbaum, Strays releases on August 18th. This R-rated comedy follows an abandoned dog who teams up with other strays to get revenge on his former owner. Starring the likes of Will Ferrell, Jamie Foxx, Will Forte, and more, Strays looks to be one of the biggest comedies of the summer. Directed by Angel Manuel Soto, Blue Beetle smashes into cinemas on August 18th. This newest installment in the DC universe follows a teenager who finds alien technology that gives him a superpowered suit. And with a budget of $120 million, Blue Beetle looks to wrap up the summer season. And guys, that is it for all the major films hitting cinemas this summer. If I did miss any that you're interested in checking out, definitely make sure to comment down below. Also, let me know which movie you're the most excited for. If you haven't done so, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And I'll be back very soon with some brand new content. This is Shay signing off. Peace out.